All right, we're here with Jadzi, Oracle of Herherber, and the other side of it is Journey to the Oracle. It is an 8 mana 5/5. You discard a card, it goes back to your hand, and then Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, you reveal the top card. If it's a non-land, you can just cast it for 1 mana. So it's an 8 mana card. It's not too crazy to cast free spells by the time you have this 8 mana card in play. Also, you need to have it stay in play for a while so you actually start to do things with it. And you need spells to trigger it, so it's kind of weird. It's actually really weird. It's a build your own, whatever that Omniscience is at 10 mana that like casts things off the top of your deck instead of just for out of hand for free. I can't remember the name of it, but it's kind of like that. I'm more interested in the green spell, which is 4 mana, put any number of lands from your hand onto the battlefield, and then if you have 8 or more lands, you discard a card and you can pick this up. That's kind of cool, but what's more interesting is having this ridiculous explosive thing that makes Azusa look like a joke, where you just play that on turn 3 and then just vomit 5 lands in play or something. Now this does imply that you have a bunch of lands in hand, which means you need something to do with all those lands, but you could vomit a bunch of lands into play and then cast the other side of this, and then your next, I guess, ramp spell, because it can't be a creature, hopefully comes with some scamming nonsense off the top. If this doesn't function, not too upset with that, because we're still blue and green, which I think is just a really strong color combination, and I want to play something that's really top heavy, because I think that's funny. Gretchen was certainly not top heavy as a blue-green commander, but I want to play things that cost 5 and up and nothing else, because I'm a madman, so let's try this. Alright, what does it look like? Alright, so this is what it looks like to start. This is the most top-heavy thing in the universe, and I am all for it. The 4 mana slot is the slot, just actually kind of like Gretchen, where I'm looking to always cast Journey at 4 mana, right? So that's just why this slot's a little empty. This card is funny, and I haven't played it in a while, that's why it's here. And I'm also running more lands than I've probably ever ran outside of Nissa, which is 44, and I might even want more. It's kind of like Azusa, except we have blue, so our top end is more, diverse, I suppose, is the word for it. I think this deck can easily run 1 and 2 mana ramp spells. I'm not running Kami in Arboreal Grazer because my commander's already interested in sort of doing that. Although there's an argument that those are just 2 additional cards that race to the 4. But I'm not terribly concerned about that mode of transportation of lands. And just a few counter spells to, I don't know, scam people. Like, Mana Drain is just the best ramp spell in the game, right? So, might as well. Or that we could play, at least. And, yeah. Alright, let's start here. This is awkward, but it's still really good, so... Huh. Guess we're just playing this kind of game. All of our colors don't matter except the green one. This is a legendary, right? Yeah. Pant Laza. Oh boy, can't wait. Sweet. Look at that. Got a land. I think my opponent's actually dead here. Are they just dead? Hold on. That's kind of nuts. Get rid of that. My opponent's literally dead here. Wow. That's insane. They just died. You think it should be in hell queue? No way. No, 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 no. No. This, no. No. No, no. Keenan is literally the same thing, except probably 3 times as fast? At least twice as fast. Probably about 3 times as fast. Hedge Maze. Wash Away is a card, so I'm going to keep it. And I'm not going to cast this Joint Exploration. I wonder what the best color in my opponent's 5-color deck is. Shall we take a guess? Does this enter tapped? Put a land card for your hand in the bottom. Nope, it doesn't. Good to know. So play blue, green, green. So I can do this and Joint Exploration Wash Away. Okay. That's a weird one. I haven't seen a treasure map in, I don't know, a while. Body Research. Oh, I am so here for it. I am so here for Body Research right now. I am all for it. So I want to cast my Commander's ability, and I think I'm going to... Maybe I shouldn't and just cast this instead. That's probably better, right? I can do this next turn if I really want to. I have a lot of options here. Yeah, I don't know what the right choice there was, honestly. Don't know. Okay, well, that's unbelievable. The opponent just full stop didn't do anything. Alright, this will put 3 play cards on play. I think this is funny. It looks like they're gonna kill the token, but man, I'm here to try. Actually, maybe I'm not. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. Sure? Okay, what the heck? We're just gonna do this, and I'm not gonna discard anything. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cannot cast Body of Research, unfortunately, and leave up Wash Away at the same time. Especially how it's super likely this token just dies. Man, if these two things... I would actually lose the game if I Rish card with this token, so... I'd just deck myself if I had that. It's really funny. I think my opponent's playing a game that might be too slow. Yeah, they're trying to play this, like, don't go for my commander game, and I'm not really down with it. I would have at least tried once. That's hilarious. I cast it on my opponent's end step, right? I could cast it now. They only have 2 lands. How important is this? I'm convinced my opponent has a way to deal with this if I cast it now. Alright, we're gonna do the surprise, Jin. I don't really know the merit of doing this on your upkeep and not your end step. That just doesn't make sense to me. Why didn't they just do it on their own end step? Leyline, everything has flash? Sure. That's adorable. So... this costs 10. But then I can't really do anything after that, so giant token. Alright, I have a giant token. What do you do about it? What does my opponent do about it? It will literally one-shot them. I have never done that before. So, they're going to need it right now. They might not have it, which could be a good sign. They didn't have a counter spell. Oh my goodness, are they actually just looking for an answer? No way. Okay, yep. It's going to have to hit Swords of Plowshares. It's a 1 in 10. Wow. I got there. I just cast an 80/80 token and my opponent couldn't do anything about it. No. Okay. It's not to say it will do much, but you know what? It's a card that's still really good. Alright, there you go. Got your Rock on 2, as per usual. For the non-green decks out there. Let's get this. I don't know what I'm scrying for. That's free enough. Put it on the old blue. Basilito. Alright, am I schmeeding a 4? I'm schmeeding a 3, sure. Thanks for all the extra mana, opponent, I appreciate it. Alright, don't care about their commander, cast this. I could have Seagated, but I want to stick something. I'm pretty sure this is the opponent that has all the Frogifies, though, so maybe going for this was better, but I'm forcing an answer, nonetheless. Sure. Yeah, everyone mana drains me wants to take it out. Yeah. Brownie Man, he was putting the ropes to you. That's funny. All right, so my 4s I think are better than my 5s. Wait a minute, that's just not gonna. We're just not going to do that, are we? No, we're gonna just we're gonna do this. I forgot I could do this, and then we're also going to settle 1, 2, 3. Could probably just get a breeding pool and not think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 lands is to get a 7. And my 8s, yes, okay. And I will play this as a land. And I will swing. Alright. I mean, you're just taking it, it's not... Well, how many did they draw off of it? They drew 3? Okay. Opponent, you're just taking this. Come on. There's no way you... Yeah, what are you doing? How do you not take this? Yeah, a land lets me Omniscience, but then I don't have anything, excuse me, in my hand for Omniscience, which is why I'm not too big of a fan of these cards. Maybe it's just better off as some Eldrazi. He only uses 1. Yeah, well, you should have came more prepared. You thought you're prepared, you weren't. That's on you. Alright, so swing. And then play anything random. I don't imagine Titan resolves, so it would be kind of insane, actually. But I still have the Voltborn, so I'm not going to not cast my spells. That would be weird. Alright, this is probably the point in which we start to just lose the game, because we can't resolve anything. But who knows? Maybe they don't have anything else. They didn't activate this. They literally could have activated that, and they chose not to, so... Pretty straightforward outcome, I think. So both of these are identical, so I might as well cast this one. Does that make sense? Yep. Okay. This is a sign of someone who does not have further answers. And there's no way I respect Spell Pierce. You... Nope. Yeah, one with the multiverse might just be better. It might just be better. Alright. I'm not dead anymore. And Elder Gargaroth is just a good card, so... Probably gonna wind up drawing with it. We do have Omniscience in play for... What's that? Whatever that's worth. At this point, they really want me to kill their commanders so they draw like 15 cards. And might not have any way to reasonably avoid that. Oh, or I can just cast that. Alright, so we're gonna front face this. World first. Okay, so does that make me lose the game? I think that makes me lose the game, right? I think so. Maybe not. So, well, this is exactly why you go to combat first. If anyone was curious. Land... This... This... And this here? So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... No, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. If they name 10 and get Omniscience, it literally does nothing. So they can name 10 all day. Like, that doesn't matter. Them having an Omniscience doesn't do it. They shouldn't have even... They should have named 7. I knew my opponent was gonna bait themselves there. But now we just win, right? Alright, that was close. That was close. But, alas. Not close enough. Nice. Got sketchy for a second there. Oh, I can't pay 1. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I should have played my land first. Oh, never mind, I couldn't. Alright, now I'm just, like, messing with my opponent for no reason. Just end this game. But this is so fun! I could actually keep going by picking this up repeatedly. I could literally pick this up over and over and win by recasting it and drawing cards, but I'm just going to win. Nice. Almost got me with a Cyclonic Rift, but not enough. Almost got me. Get wrecked. Yep. I should have went to combat before I did the things that I did, so... Alright, I will be right back. I'm sorry, what? Bro, there's only like 10 cards that seek in Magic. Opponent is out of their mind. I've never seen this commander before. Are we gonna get seeked? Are we gonna get sought after? I wish it was sought after. I'm so lonely. I wouldn't be sought after. Just stop streaming Magic. Close the camera, like hide the face cam, start crying. She said she loved me. I don't think this hand is good, or not that good, but it's all right, I guess. Oh, yep, got nothing. It would be good if I had a thing to do this turn. It would be phenomenal, but I'm going a turn without doing anything. Therefore, it is not. There's a ton of cards that seek. Well, I'm about to get my mind blown, because I don't agree. I ain't seeing it. Blow my mind, opponent. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can leave out Commandeer the whole game. Seems funny. Probably not going to do that, though. Alright, they made a golem. They did the golem thing. And then I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this and put it on blue. I'm more concerned about the colors they're in than I am the Seek in Golem cards. Okay, another Golem card. Adorable. Golems have first strike. Let's play Emoti. How do we not play Emoti? If you mean Ragavan, I don't really think that's true. Or at least I don't feel it that way. It just doesn't let you play Magic, so it's gonna feel that way. But Wizards just doesn't want you to, I don't know, have fun. Alright, I'm going to keep the land on top because I have my Commander's Ultimate. Is it worth it going for Pock first? I would say it is, but it has to, like, work, and, well, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. It's probably still better than just casting my Commander's ability, right? Because if it does work, I just win the game. So I might as well go for it. Okay. What does this do? Okay, so we do this, and I just cheat out a bajillion, zillion, fulfillion mana. Oh, this is awesome. Alright, I did not think I'd ever be able to do this. So I have 8 mana. I can use Nissa to do something? What is that something, and why do I care? I can start blowing up or artifacts. Does that matter? I'm just gonna... You know what? We're gonna play this, and I'm going to threaten my opponent's existence in a different way. I can cast Uro right now, too. Oh, that's so disgusting. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to use my fetch land on my opponent's turn. I don't think I have to play Uro. I'm not in danger of immediately dying. Opponent's going to need something spicy. Okay. They steal, was that 4 life? Sure. Extinction event on probably even, because that's my entire board. Sounds about right. Let's do this. Do I want to crack any more right now? Does that matter? I don't think it does, honestly. I probably should just crack them, because I'm just going to wind up having to do that. Maybe I wanted to copy the Manorborn. Too late. Alright, let's get all the tap lands out. So Nissa doesn't now do that much. I think I'm leading with this. Oh, hey. That does a lot. That basically just wins the game, actually. I love when they give you an extra turn. Oh, it's so satisfying. They just, like, have to give you an extra turn so they don't lose the game by losing their commander. It's such a stupid card. Oh, it's so stupid. Yep, you just get 2 extra turns. It's so ridiculous. It's nasty. That's so nasty. Alright, let's play this because I haven't played it yet. Let's play this, and then pay 1 for this thing. Hey, we did it! We finally did it. It took exactly 2 hours and 20 seconds. I finally did it. I actually got something. No way. 2 hours and 20 seconds. Oh, hey, look, another extra turn. Oh, hey, look, I got a land. Alright, not really upset with that, actually. Alright, let's play this and win the game. right? 3 attackers getting plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you're doomed. You're doomed, opponent, you are doomed. Wait, that's not lethal. It's not lethal. Alright, hold on. It's not lethal. Opponent's not doomed. Unless my math is horrible. Oh my goodness, is my math horrible? Did I miss lethal? You know what? It's okay. That is okay with me. I just get to play more of this game. I did miss lethal. Math is for blockers, but apparently I decided it was for me. This is an incorrect notion. It's fine though. There's almost no way my opponent like continues to. I don't know what they could do now. I don't know what you could possibly do here. Sure. Get the old redraw here. Okay, that was a mistake. Yep. Alright, I miss lethal, but again, there really is no line or sequence of draws, especially as long as I at least kill this, not seeing lethal, that they can do, right? Oh man, I love this sequence. I love what we're doing. I love this nothingness here. There's a lot of good 4s for me because there's not a lot of 4s. So that settle was really good. Alright, surely you have a ramp spell on at least on turn 3. I don't know how we've gone this long without one. Alright, I'm blown away. So... Counter magic is here? That's fine, though. That's fine. Okay, they don't have it. I was going to say, if they had it, that's fine. Apparently they had nothing. I am very far ahead right now. I'm very far ahead. So untap green source, vomit 5 lands in play would be the good thing to do right now. I kept a wild hand too. Wow. Sure. So do this. Because that resolved, I can now Topiary Stomper as well. I mean, look at the land difference between us. Neither of us had an early ramp spell. It's kind of nuts, actually. It's kind of insane. Surveil 2, draw 2? We're playing a completely different decks. I don't know what's going on over there. This is nuts. What is going on over there? There was no counter, so... Oh, right, they could have countered it. They just really wanted to draw cards? You're right, they could have countered it. Okay, so maybe River's Rebuking this is alright, but I also might not care about that. I'm so confused. I'm so confused, dude. I'm so confused. Alright. Yep, Pock is fair and balanced. They had an answer to it, and they chose not to use it. So they're trying to tempo me out with some weird stuff. I don't know what that is. I really don't care if they draw cards off of these random spells, because all they're drawing are random spells, and that doesn't save you. Oh, what's this? Maybe I want Arcway. It's pretty good with the commander, isn't it? Alright, get Schmieded. Are they dead? They are literally dead as long as they don't have a spell, but it looks like they do have a spell. So I don't know if I want to go for it. This is free to at least attempt, so... Oh hey, that card. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot, I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I miss lethal. I'm dumb. I for some reason thought I could cast both of these. I don't know why I thought that. Okay. Probably not a big deal though. I think they genuinely had a 1 minute interaction. They already showed me Fading Hope, and they're holding up priority with 1 floating, so I don't even think going for lethal was the right thing to do. Could have maybe forced it, but I think this is still just a... Like, this is a spot where I can't see them coming out of it anyways, so... Unsubstantiate, sure. This is so weird. I almost want this game to keep going so I can see more. This is nuts. Surely we counter it now, right? Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can still cast this, so... I'm gonna go to combat before I do anything, as that makes the most sense to me. What is going on? What is going on, opponent? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Okay, we just win. We just win. I'm so confused. Bro, did I take any damage? I didn't take any damage. They like never attacked me. So we had a bounce, we had a draw instead of counter on Pock, which again makes sense because they needed something that wasn't just dealing with Pock. I don't know what that is, but untap green. Do we want Breeding Pool? I think I want Breeding Pool because we're against Victor. Yeah. Alright. Good luck, opponent. The best I ever saw Victor was when I played it with Auras. So, if you're not doing that, good luck, I say. Good luck, I say. Good luck to you. Alright, pepper him for 1. Do some stuff. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop, boop. Boop-beep-a-doop, boop. Oh man, look at all this. Better than Ragavan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Tragic. I could just cast this to get a land in play. Waste not? Whoa. Whoa. Opponent deep. Opponent is dummy deep. I'm going to surveil and make a food token. Hornet Queen is a card. Oh, I can't make a food token. I'm dumb. Never mind. Alright, so hopefully Waste Not doesn't do anything. I only have 1 card it can do something with. And it would kind of suck to lose it, but maybe not in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so play this, blow up the Waste Not, shield counter, blow that up. And, yep. Now you need like a board wipe. Okay, Victor's not a board wipe. Do I cast my commander? Do I care? Alright, they're surveilling 2. Waste Not in Victor is nuts. That's completely insane to me. Oh, is my opponent just dead? No, they're not. Okay. They're not dead. They are, however, losing all of their enchantments. And I'm not going to swing a Titan. I'm not going to swing a Titan. I have a thing that gives me a naturalize every turn, which is just like the most miserable thing to play against in this spot. Alright, I found an answer to it. It's not a permanent answer, but it is a long-running one. It might be permanent. It could be like forever till I ever actually deal with this. If I ever do. Could have maybe played Hornet Queen instead that turn, but no, I don't see why I wouldn't just blow this up. It is that one. It's actually one of the better cards, and it just came out because it has that like infinite looping nonsense. Alright, swing with this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can play my commander, but then it doesn't really do anything after. But maybe that's just fine. It just feels weird. Like, it's just sitting here staring at them. And I don't want to discard any card in my hand to protect it, right? Yeah, I would never protect this. These are just better. I mean, this is uncastable, but still. Not forever. Is there any room I like so far? No. No. Maybe the one that wins the game if you have 8 rooms, because it's like Approach the Second Sun, and I'm just like all for that kind of thing. But all in all, no. Alright, they're going to get rid of Hornet Queen, and then they're going to see Karn's Temporal Sundering and probably concede. Maybe the white one that makes all the stuff, like, things with stuff. Okay, so 6. Yeah, I don't have what I need here, so that, and this. Alright, fair enough. Oh, it chains! I didn't know it chained together like that. Oh, why wouldn't it? Obviously. Look at that. It took me 2 hours to find out my commander does things that I didn't know it did. So, I'm not going to give them the option of trading. My commander is objectively better here. Okay, so lead with Brainstorm? Sure. Got a land? Sure. Let's put back these two? No, I want Wash Away, so let's get rid of you and you. Put that on top. Cast Flare. It should get the land. I see no reason to keep these things around in the form that they are, so I'll just do this for free. I don't see merit in not doing that. Get some islands. And I can do this now. Oh! Oh. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 74, 74. Shoot. I do not have all the blue for this, unfortunately. My opponent's at 1 though, so who cares? I didn't even notice they were at 1. Sure. You can kill my card with text on it. Oh, I was hoping they would target the 74 just to send a message. Make it a 71. Oh well. I'd say the new one that just came out in the Alchemy set is good. Like, this one specifically with Victor is phenomenal to me. So if they have another answer... if they have another card that deals with a creature, they're kind of fine. No, they're not. What am I talking about? They're not fine at all. They did have the 3rd enchantment, but there's nothing to reanimate with Victor, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, you can reanimate your opponent's stuff. I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay. Didn't know that. Or maybe I just forgot. My poor 74-74, dude. Alright, well, at least this has trample, and we're going to start with this. That's funny. Probably wanted to crack before I cast my... or drew my card. That's fine. So... Schmeat. This doesn't win the game, but it is a huge problem. I will swing with my Titan. This initial attack doesn't kill it, so they have to deal with it twice. It's got trample. You gotta do more than that. Nope. It's... Oh, no. Oh, opponent. They didn't know, dude. I mean, how did they not know, though? How did they not know? I have a counterspell. Yeah, I'm still winning this. I'm still just winning the game. It's just that my opponent committed Sudoku early there. You concede past 6? Nah, I don't do that. I don't do that. Okay, a little weird that my opponent just has nothing this long. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh, it's a combo deck. Oh, I see. I was about to say, why are they doing nothing the whole game? Right, alright, you're right. Mulligan to 3. Mulligan to 3. Oh, excuse me, Mulligan to 4. Mulligan to 4. Okay, so Jadzi, I played against an opponent who was way more left-brained. I was more right-brained. I cared more about the journey side than the left side of the card. The left side of the card almost never did anything ever. Why did that pause? Wow, that was weird. Right when I started talking. It didn't pause for 2.5 hours. I start talking about the outro, and then my phone paused the music. I didn't even have to push the button. That's really weird. Okay. Anyways, the left side of this doesn't do that much until it's A, in play. It cost 8 mana to do that. You can try to cheese it really quickly with a ramp, but you're just casting ramp spells anyways, and maybe your 8 mana card would better off be... Your 8 mana would just be better something else. I don't know, but let's say you get it in play for 8 mana. It's a 5/5. It does defend itself, sort of. I would prefer this to have given itself hexproof instead of unsummoning itself. It's kind of unfortunate that it does that, but whatever. You then need a spell to trigger it. And then the spell that you get for free, or rather for 1 mana, needs to be worth all of this. And you already have shown your opponent that you have at least 8 mana. So I don't know why you would want to do that. The time I played in the mirror, like I was saying at the beginning, or earlier, as in 30 seconds ago, they tried to chain spells together, like 1 minute, like a bunch of random instant sorceries that unsummon and draw 1 card here, and that seems kind of cool, but you still have to get to 8 mana, and you still have to chain things together, right? You can just hit lands, and that's fine, but that's a possibility, and the left side of this is not really realistic to me in the spell-slingy style deck, and a go big kind of deck. You, again, would prefer something else be in your command zone for the most part. However, the journey side is really good, and I like it. I wouldn't say it's better than, say, Pock is, right? Like, why don't you just play Pock? But you do have access to blue, and that's pretty nice. Maybe Kama would be better in the command zone. I don't know. I think this spell is close enough to being very unique in what it does that it's worth trying in the ramp style thing of blue-green. And I really liked every time I cast the journey, I was not dissatisfied. Even if it only got 2 lands in play, it was kind of just fine. I did not hate that. It's just reasonable to me. I did not have any X spells, because if you ever do somehow get all of this going, it happened to Emoti, I think, twice. Of course it did, right? There was like 1 X spell in my deck, and Emoti just kept hitting it. But X spells don't really work with quote-unquote free spells, right? So it just doesn't make sense. I ended up taking out Omniscience for another... I think I took it out when I added all the 4 mana, like these things. Just to have more relevant things to do, because Omniscience sitting in play doesn't win the game. You need other things to do with Omniscience, and if you had something else to do with Omniscience anyways, then why didn't you just cast that card without Omniscience? Sure, you can cast 2+ giant things and literally just win more, but you would prefer a 3rd threat in that logic, like Ulamog in that spot. So I don't like Omniscience in any way. Maybe the one that lets you cast off the top, especially with this commander, is fine, but I'd rather just run actual cards that are big and scary instead of like a card that sometimes casts them for free, whereas I would otherwise want the thing that made them free be a big threat itself. Body of Research, I have this in foil, and I have the token in foil, so I just like this card. I'm biased towards this card. It did kill somebody. It did work. but I don't think it's really good. It does not have trample, it does not have flying, it does not have unblockable, and I don't think it's reliable to try to give it any of those things. It's actually in the same set as this. It just isn't, it's just not there, unfortunately. It really isn't, but it's funny. It's funny when it works. It's probably better off as many other things, though. I did kind of like this card. There are other things, like other kind of ramp spells that might just make more sense to me in this spot, but it felt kind of fine to use this and have it. Again, your 4s got to be really good, and there's an argument that every 4 mana card I take out, if I just put a land, I put a land in that exact spot, it just makes this as my 4 mana card better. Like, oh, I have a choice between this or this or this and this, but if all of these were lands, I could just put them all in play with this, right? So I could see a world where I add 10 to 15 more lands, take out some of these things that cost less than 4, maybe even less than 5, or even some of the 5s in general, just like some of all this, go even more top heavy, and have a deck that's pushing 50 lands, and I just try to cast this on turn 4, get at least on average 3 lands out of it, and then just start casting big stuff. The downside of that is if I went all in like that, is I'm sort of doing way less before turn 4, right? And ramping that fast is already in the deck, and it's just fine to run it in this version, right? Like, it also gives you something to do earlier as opposed to turning all of these ramp spells into lands for this. It just makes sense, in my opinion, to have more things to do, and honestly ramp in a way that doesn't completely rely on this, and sometimes can maybe even outpace it anyways, or just keep up with it. So it's not like you're racing ahead in some wild explosive ramp style that is unseen or unheard of. You would just be doing the same thing, but it's all in on one card, and that doesn't make sense to me. Because Settle the Wilds can seek specific types of cards, given the land count, it probably would make sense to drop this card and always get Mythweaver Pock off of the Settle. That makes a lot of sense to me, right? So there's another reason not to run this card. But again, I just kind of liked it. But it could have just been a bigger threat, or honestly, maybe even Divination. It might have just been better as a Divination. Just 3-minute draw, too. It felt like sometimes I was running out of cards, but maybe for the most part. The thing is, when you're running out of cards in the deck like this, your top decks are extremely good, so you're not too upset with having a light card count at any given point. And yeah, that's it. Mana Drain is still broken. I would not have put it in this deck if I don't know. I just, Mana Drain's weird. I like to actually play the game. I don't want to just end the game on turn 2, and there's a lot of times where Mana Drain, Mana Drain is a 2-minute door to nothingness, and I don't really like that in this format. It just leads to, like, I'm trying to make YouTube videos, right? And when I play this card, it gets in the way of that, because who wants to see me Mana Drain a 5-drop and then they just concede without even me showing them a spell? Sometimes people just concede when you put it on the stack. It just ruins the game. Same with Ragavan, right? I play Ragavan on turn 1 and my opponent concedes. Well, I can't really put that on YouTube. No one's gonna, who cares? Okay, Ragavan's good for the 12th time. Yay. It's, these cards just remove the ability to have a game continue. And they happen so early, it really makes a mockery of all of this, right? Mana Drain's more powerful than all of this combined, because it wins the game, right? Now, this doesn't win the game. This doesn't win the game. This usually wins the game, but it costs a 9. It's just stupid. It's just stupid to me. But, someone's going to yell at me if I don't put it in here, so I'm going to put it. Maybe I should just put it in the list and then, not run it, myself. Just put it in the list I upload. So the last thing I'll say is Lotus Cobra, Tireless Provisioner, and I suppose Nissa and Scute Swarm, or is it Scute Mob? Scute Swarm could have been in here, especially if we really care about a bunch of land drops, right? Why wouldn't you just run Lotus Cobra? Honestly, I think I'll put at least Lotus Cobra in here. At least Cobra. And maybe Tireless Provisioner. I can see how it's good when I'm trying to play a bunch of lands. Excuse me. A bunch of lands would make sense with this, I think, right? Sometimes it might not matter, though, because you explode past a certain breakpoint of mana, and I don't think all the treasure tokens are really what's going to cut that cake, but it's definitely better than Body of Research. I'll say that. It's at least better than that card. But alright, to save myself from constantly editing the deck at the end, I'm going to stop there. But let me know what you thought about this. I cannot recommend the blue side of this commander, but if you like the green side, I can absolutely recommend this. I love this big, giant, you know, antithesis of Gretchen style ramp stuff. I just like this, so let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.